welcome to class. Happy Friday. Almost the holiday here. Let's go ahead and get started in a seated pose with your feet together, your knees out wide. And then you can use a block to sit on if you need more space and more assistance, or you can keep your hands behind you like this for more support. You can also interlace your hands or arms around your knees like this, so you can have that support for the inner thighs. So kind of just choosing how far away you want your feet. The more relaxing way is to move your heels further away in front of you so you can kind of settle in. But this is a big hip opener to start, so just feel it out. All right, then when you find yourself in this pose, start to align your spine. So the hips, your back, your shoulders, the back of your head. And then exhale out all your air, let it go. Inhale, full breath in. Cleansing breath out. And then as you sit here, see if you can further align your spine. That way your breathing channel is very elongated. So imagine the front side of your lungs opening up, the back side, your ribs, and then also just seeing if this pose kind of is a bit much on the hips. You just allow your hips to open up and relax and settle in. And then begin to draw an even deeper breath. Since we're upright here, you can really observe how deep the breath goes. So as you inhale, sit the sitting bones further down. And then as you exhale, feel the spine feel more aligned. Take a few more breaths. Remember, the hands are behind to help support the posture. Just a few more moments there. Perhaps you can start to breathe in and out through the nose. Good. One more inhale. And then exhale, let it go. All right, from here, take a hold of your ankles now. Start to bow forward any amount. So lead with your chest. You can bend your elbows so that you can find that tricep kind of work as you go forward in space. And then take the hands back. Point the knees up to the sky. Take a quick seated back bend. Lift the chest. Maybe lift your chin as well. Good. And then slowly hug your arms around your shins as you fold forward in space. Just letting your shoulder blades separate here. Maybe a bit of tuck in your chin. And then we'll work through that. So inhale, hands behind you, open up, big kind of seated back bend. And then exhale, rest your chest onto your thighs. Just reach the fingertips as far forward. Find a bit of a tuck in the chin. Nice, one more. Hands behind you. Find a big kind of chest expansion. And then this time the legs straighten out in front of you as you start to reach for your toes. So like I said, it's early in class. Your hamstrings may have not gotten stretched yet today. Just listen to your body. If you can reach for your toes, that's great. Otherwise, just hold on to your ankles, your shins, your calf. All right, nice work. Inhale, upright yourself. And then exhale, elbows back and down for your fish pose. Take your elbows to the ground. And then point your toes here. Lift the gaze. Sips of air. And then try to elevate your sternum even more. Good. Alrighty. Use your chin, tuck into your chest, and then rise up with your core, plant your feet, and find your tabletop. So just kind of feeling out that opening in the hip. Now start to add your cat and cow. Inhale, lift the tail, lift the gaze. Exhale, round your back. Inhale, cow pose, bend those elbows, gaze up. And exhale, round. Work through your cat-cow. Take your time, just noticing how your back is doing today. And any movements you can start to add, like a dip into one shoulder, dip into another. Nice, then add some hip circles here. Make sure your breath is really flowing and smooth. Nice. Alrighty. Then from here, rest to center. Let's flip the left palm up. Fingertips point to your knee. And then shift forward and back, please. Just finding that wrist stretch. Then replace the right hand. You'll flip the right palm facing up. Shift forward and back on this one. And then plant that right palm down. Turn and rotate your fingertips all the way to face the back while your heel of the palms face forward. Bend the elbows and then start to lean back just a tiny bit. So finding this maximum flexion. Just breathe. Try to grip the mat with your hands. Alright, nice. And then from here, fan out your fingers to the sides now. Fingertips graze the edge of your mat. And shift forward, shift side to side here as you find the weight onto the inner part of your wrists. Final wrist stretch, make a fist, both hands, and then find your supported plank pose. So lower down to your knees, lift those feet, strengthen your forearms, strengthen the triceps. Good. Alrighty, now that we've activated forearms, plant the hands, lift the hips up, down dog. And then in your down dog, I'd like you to please compress and bring your chest towards your thighs. Finding that big feeling in the upper back. You can also walk your feet closer so you can have some form of contact from your upper thighs to your belly area. And then slowly move the feet back if you move forward. Find your regular downward facing dog, and then you can start to add in your walking of the down dog. Bend one knee, bend the other. Nice and steady. Stay with your breath here. Then hold your down dog to stillness. Your heels don't have to touch, just maintain the feeling of awakening through the back line of the legs. Alrighty, nice work. Inhale, shift forward, hover the knees off the earth. Find your plank variation with bent knees. Good, hold. Lift the back of the head, and then exhale straight to down dog. Again, inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, hover the knees, shift the shoulders over the wrists. Feel your strength, inner thighs, arms, core. Exhale, down dog. Keep going. Inhale, heels. Exhale, hover your knees. If it's too much on the wrists or the arms, you can just lower the knees down. Hold strong, lift the back of the head. Exhale, down dog. You got one more. Inhale, heels up. Hover the knees. Shift forward. Hold it. Even out, right and left hand. Again, back of the head. And then exhale, down dog. Very good. All right, adding on. Widen your feet about hips width distance or wider, please. Inhale, look forward. On the exhale, walk your hands towards your feet to the back. Once you arrive, halfway lift, inhale. And then exhale, walk yourself forward. So we are using our stabilizing muscles, our core, our arms a lot. Legs, glutes, then walk it back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. And then exhale, walk it again forward. So this is just really strengthening through the lats, your core, your back. Again, in your plank pose, keep the back of the head lifted. Strengthen those arms. You can always lower down to your knees and then walk it in to the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And final time, exhale, forward to plank. Good. Hold here. Back of the head elevates. Good. Hips are low. And then please lower down to the knees and then lower down to the chest. All right, hands by your ribs. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra, tuck the chin. exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Baby cobra. And exhale, lower. This time a little bit bigger now. Walk the hands forward if you'd like for your king cobra. Good. Lift your heart space. Gaze forward. Relax those shoulders. Exhale, lower. All right, fingertips as wide as your mat or wider. And lift your chest any amount. It's also strengthening those fingers and your hand. Exhale, bring it down. All right, tuck the toes, lift up plank. Exhale, down dog. Walk it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And slowly rise up to standing. Arms overhead. Once you're here, bring your hands to your heart. Take 5 breaths, spread your toes. Close your eyes. Keep elevating your ribs off the hips. Maybe relax your shoulders down your back. Bring your chin into your chest slightly, not fully, just enough to stack your body. And then feel free to wiggle your toes, grounding your energy here. Use your core strength, a bit of a tuck in the tailbone. And then inhale, interlace the hands, leave the pointer finger up, reach the arms. Exhale, side bend to the right, please. Gaze left. Breathe. Inhale, center, and then all the way to the left. Gaze to right. Nice work. Inhale, center. Bend the knees a bit, hands to your low back. Find a standing back bend, straighten out those legs. Gaze up. Press the hips forward. You got it. Breathe. Elbows draw back. Keep opening up through the sternum space. And then bend the knees, stack your spine, and fold forward all the way. Try to hold on to your ankles if you can. Shake your head yes and no. Just feel that relief. Feel that release in the low back. Bend your knees a lot. Good. All right, inhale halfway. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, rise again. Arms overhead. Second time for your back bend, but this time goalpost the arms. So take the elbows to the sides. Find an openness there through the inner arms, your underarms, your biceps, and then especially your chest. Breathe. Good. Inhale, upright, stack the spine. And then this time, lower down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fingertips to the ground. Listen carefully, slightly. Lean forward and lift the right leg up. You're now here in your supported warrior 3. Stay long. And then start to lift your right heel so you can feel that stretch through the left hamstring. Nice. Bring the right foot down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Rise it up. Arms up. This time, back bend, but hold on to the sacrum. So we're switching off different back bends. Keep the pressure into the heels and the toes. Open up the chest, bring the hips forward. Good. Inhale, upright the spine. Ribs back in. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. And then exhale, fingertips to the ground. Move the fingers forward, and then on the inhale, lift the left leg straight back. And then if you need to, you can bend your knees a bit. Otherwise, you'll lock everything out. Right leg extends, left leg extends. And then notice the feeling of this upside downness. Just see if you can harness that energy by leaning into your right heel more. There it is. And then exhale, release the left foot. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Rise up, stand up. Let's take an open twist. So right arm, or bring your feet together rather. Right arm back, left arm forward. So feel that rotation in your rib cage. This big openness through the shoulders. Inhale up, and then exhale to the left. Left arm back, right arm forward. Prevent your left hip from rotating. Stay strong, nice and long with the arms. Good. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, crouch and curl. Lower into a little ball. Once you're here, look right and left, please. Just relax. Let your jaw unwind. And then from here, take your crow pose or frog pose, yogi's choice. For crow, focus on getting those knees really high up onto the arms. Then shift forward, gaze forward about a foot away from your hands, and then use your core strength, those wrist strength, to eventually balance. A lot of arm strength as well. We'll meet here in frog in 3, 2, 1. Nice frog pose. Let your heels touch the ground if that means widening your stance. And then please work on your wrists here. All our poses are optional. You can always modify. And then take it up to your wide-legged forward fold. Point your toes forward. Allow your hips to rise. Let your crown of the head yearn towards the ground. Then if you can, take a halfway lift. Inhale. Cross your arms. Take your right hand to the left leg. And then left hand to the right as you fold. With your elbows interlaced here or your arms interlaced, just let your heels touch the ground and your toes. All right, halfway lift, inhale. And then we'll switch. This time I'm starting with the left hand first towards the right, then the right hand to the left. That will hopefully switch which arm was in front. Let your head and neck release. And nice work. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, heels in, toes out, second frog. Hands to your heart space, maybe gaze forward, maybe look right and left. And then let's go ahead and find a twist here. Open up to the right side, left fingertips to the left, right arm up. Good. Back to center. And then other side, right fingertips, left arm. Back in. Lift those hips up and bring the feet underneath your hips. Alrighty, adding on. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Send the right leg up, fingertips to the ground still. Flex your right toes. Then from here, bend your left knee. Use your strength. Elevate the arms. Fly to your warrior 3. Hold it. Not the breath, just the pose. Nice, right foot down. Inhale, sit to chair to reset. And then exhale, forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale, reset. And exhale, release fingertips. Let's lift up the left leg, send it up. Then see if you can press some weight into your right big toe so that you feel really grounded. There we go. Flex the left toes, bend the right knee. Use your glute strength, lift up, arms into your warrior 3. If you're like that was a hard take off, just tap the toes and come back. All right, so hopefully you're still balanced here. Reach the arms back a lot and bring the feet together. Inhale, sit, chair. Exhale, hands back to your low back. Widen the feet, interlace your hands. Chest expansion, and then exhale, bend your knees, bow forward. Good work so far. Hopefully feel more open. Hopefully those legs can straighten out a bit more. Hands to your low back, slowly rise, bend those knees, and bring the feet together. All right, now that you're upright, start to roll the shoulders up and back. Do this with your breath, alleviating any tension there from the mid-back. And then when you're ready, let's please find your chair pose. Sit down, reach those arms up. Really anchor down the weight into your glutes and your heels. Little bit further into those hips. Nice. Exhale, stand up, arms back. Inhale, back to chair. And then exhale, right arm to the side. The right side, left arm forward. Stay here, or if you want, let's go prayer twist. So left elbow to the right thigh. Twists are really nice for Fridays, just to reset your body. And then hands to your heart space. Thumb to your kind of sternum area or just away from it. Relax your right shoulder away. And then if you feel ready, you can take a side crow. Otherwise, just stay here with me and breathe. Spread those toes. Hug your left hip and left knee in line with the right. Try not to clench your jaw. Still breathing. Nice. All right, inhale, unwind, reach up. Okay, point the fingertips up, gaze up. Lift those ribs away from the hips, really lengthen like I'm trying to lift you up using your arms. And then exhale, chair, arms back. Good, inhale, stand up. And then exhale, chair. Twist, left arm back, right arm forward. Observe your feet, observe your knees, see if you can stay centered and connected. Then you can stay here, open twist, or take your prayer twist, right elbow, left thigh. Just breathe. Maybe you want to reassess hugging that right hip and then maybe sitting lower, anchor down your heels. If you took the side crow, invite you there now. Stay breathing, good job. And then inhale, rise, arms up. And ribs away from hips, really lengthen like you're trying to grow 2 inches taller. And then exhale, sit back to your chair. All right, let's give it a rest. Start with the left leg, left knee up. Hands to your heart space, so just circle out your left knee. We've worked our glutes a lot. There's a lot of balance that you have access to now. And then circle your knee the other way. Just loosening up our hips after sitting. And then exhale to your figure 4, please. Left ankle, right thigh. Hands to hips. All right, if you want to come with me, let's go. Let's go in for our squirrel pose or flying pigeon. Left foot to your right tricep. Shift forward like crow. Lift up your right heel. And then eventually you can balance in that shape. So take your pick. If you're still in your figure 4, hang out with me here. Breathe. Just make sure you're safe, you're controlled, you're breathing. Then that left knee goes up, unwind. Exhale, release, feet together. Other side, lift the right knee. Then circle out the right knee clockwise. Focus on your breath, focus on your concentration, your gaze. Good. And then circle the other direction, please. Doesn't have to be so big, and if you fall out, it's okay. I find I'm much more dominant on the right, so when it comes to left side stuff, it does take a bit more effort. You might be the opposite. All right, lift the right knee, and exhale, figure 4, hands to hips for more support. Other options here, you can also bring your hands to your heart space, maybe bring your forearms to meet your shin, your leg. You're gonna try this side in your flying squirrel arm balance. Take your left foot to your left upper thigh. So important to have chaturanga arms here. Then left heel. Eventually you have enough back strength, core strength to get that leg out. Okay, so no pressure. Just, if you're here in figure 4, breathe. Slow down your breath if you took the arm balance. And then inhale, lift the right knee up. Exhale, release it. Nice. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And then take it to your crouching curl. All right, then now start to look right and left. Maybe chin into your chest and then look forward. Good. Then point your knees forward, lift the arms high. Balancing your toe stand, again stretching out your feet, stretching out your ankles, and then exhale, hands down, feet down, lift it up. Good, hands to your heart, lift your right knee, step the right foot to the center, and then shift the left leg back for your warrior 3. Maybe you want to try this time to reach the arms forward. Stay strong. You got this. Hands to heart for more support. Lift those ribs away from the ground. And remember, it's yoga, so it's okay to fall. All right. From warrior 3, left heel back. Let's go warrior 1. Lift the arms and get low into your right thigh. So left heel comes down. And then hands to hips for more depth. You don't want your left hip to feel left behind, so you can kind of drive your right inseam back. Once you're here, lift the arms, maybe connect the palms, look up. Exhale, hands behind you. Inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior, bend the right thigh, right knee. Rather, thigh doesn't bend. Lift the arms up overhead and balance. Use your leg strength. So much leg strength here. Breathe. Halfway lift, stay bent in the right knee. And then exhale, pyramid pose. Straighten out that right leg, hands down to the earth. Nice work. All right, spread those toes. Move your legs if needed. Priority here is stretching through that right hamstring. Nice, and then getting ready, scoot your left foot to the side, left heel still down, and then inhale, right hand high. We've been doing lots of twists, pretty warmed up. For your revolved triangle pose. Yeah, exactly, revolved triangle pose. Breathe. Hug your right hip back. If you have a block, it's nice here, you can look down or look up. And then listen carefully, please. Bend your right knee, balance forward, revolved half moon. You got this. We've been practicing all class. Keep lifted in the chest and left toes down. Listen carefully, right heel down. All right, inhale, left arm up, exalted crescent lunge. Right hand to sacrum. That left heel is lifted. Stay up. Okay, big transition here. Okay, listen carefully. The left leg goes on top of the right for your eagle arms, and left arm goes under. So try. You can kickstand your right left toes. You can just hug your hands to your shoulders, whatever works, and breathe in your eagle. Center yourself, cross the right foot, really nice and strong, and then slowly unwind, reach the arms up, and exhale, release. Good, step back a bit. Hands to your heart space. Good, chin up, chin off your chest, look forward. Good, left leg up, breathe in. And then exhale, step to the center of your mat. Lean forward for your warrior three. If you can, try to keep the arms forward. Continuing to challenge yourself here. Ribs up, back of the chest long, right heel long. Hold it, breathe. Then right heel comes down, rise up, warrior one. Find your alignment, maybe widen your feet. Make sure your right leg's not left behind. That right quad strengthens. Your left hamstring shortens here because you're really trying to strengthen it. Arms up, and find your nice warrior one. Spread your toes, just feel it out. Hug the navel in, ribs in, and then hands behind you. All right, inhale, chest expansion. Exhale, humble warrior, just continuing to build. Bend the right knee a little bit, not fully, just micro bend. Let the head and neck release, try not to hold tension there. And then lift a bit through the hands. Yes, nice. Okay, stay committed to the legs, inhale halfway. And then exhale, hands down to your pyramid pose, let it go. Maybe forehead to your shin, maybe chin into your chest. You're really finding your sweet spot in this pose. You can keep hugging your left hip back, keep elongating your rib cage forward, the crown of the head forward. Widen the left foot to the left side. Right hand to the ground here. Move the right foot to the right, and then inhale, left arm high for your revolved triangle pose. All right, try to keep this left leg straight. The right knee can bend a bit, left knee can bend, but eventually you want to straighten both. Use like those open twists we did in chair pose to maximize the range of motion here in the chest. All right, stay balanced. Bend the left knee. Track your right hand forward. Lift up, right leg, revolved half moon. So strong. Try to move your right heel to the right instead of to the left. Yeah, breathe. And then right toes land. Left hand sacrum, rise up. Exalted crescent lunge. Find your back bend in the mid back here. Right heel high. Look up. And then lift it on our big transition, right leg across. Hold on to your eagle legs, right arm underneath for your eagle arms. And feel your power, your strength. So you settle in. Good. And slowly release. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, crouch and curl. Little ball again. Then this time another toe stand. Second visit, reach the arms forward or reach the arms high. If you're really craving lots more leg strength, you can lift the hips away from your ankles, or you can just rest. All right, keep breathing. Hold, and then exhale, sit down. Hug the knees in, find your boat pose right away. Arms forward. Good, really squeeze everything in. Legs straight. If you want, as an option. And then slowly release your feet together, just like the beginning. Hold on to your knees, your thighs, or your shins. Bow forward a bit. Smooth out your breath. And then scoot to the middle of your mat, please. Find your boat pose. Alrighty, arms to 45, reach up. And then exhale, open twist, left hand left. Inhale up, right hand right. Inhale up. Try not to lower the heels. Left, inhale. Right, keep those inner knees together if you can. Left, inhale. Right, inhale. Heels can always come down. Left, inhale. Right, inhale. Good. All right, release your hands to the ground. Take a few seated cat-cows. Hands back. Round. And then inhale, back bend. And then exhale, round. Okay, so we're gonna add on. You can stay on the hands with your, or you can stay here with your hands behind you. Otherwise, you're gonna float it up, legs up, arms up. Exhale, lower to half boat, sacrum, and then exhale, bring it in. We got 10. Exhale up, 9. Exhale. Exhale. Good, inhale, extend. Exhale. 5. Good, 4. Stay with it, 3. 2. Almost there. 1. Last. And sit up. Good work. All right, scoot the seat back. Take the hands behind you, plant your feet. Lift up hips. Make sure your hands are aligned for your reverse table. Good, lift it up. Breathe. Support the back of the head. Nose to face the ceiling. And slowly release. All right, then legs forward, arms up, and exhale, bow. Holding onto your feet here, maybe you can find a bit more depth. Keep yearning your belly forward so that you can try to bring your chest more forward. Nice. All right, just a bit more for hip flexors for a moment and lower core. So take the hands behind you, this time fingers point in. All right, take your boat pose, but hands are supporting you. All right, full inhale. Exhale, extend the legs, hover, open the legs out, and bring it in, out, in. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, good, 2, one, and release. This time V out your legs, sit down, scoot the seat forward, or rather scoot the seat back. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale, go forward. Trying to hold on to your feet here, bow. Such good work. And rise up, cross the legs, find your tabletop. Let's do a few cat-cows. How we doing? Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, round. All right, take a moment, have a seat. Hands behind you. Starting again from the beginning where we were, let's just take a few breaths to reset before we continue. One more breath. All right, good. Interlace your hands. Lift it up for your forearm plank. Scoot the toes back. And then balance onto your forearms. Hug the glutes down. And then keep energizing through the quads. So strong. Send those heels back. And then let's please walk it up to dolphin pose. Bring the feet forward. And here, just use your shoulder strength now. We're just gonna hold here for 5 breaths. Two more. Last one. Scoot back to your forearm plank again. Interlace the other thumb on top. Stay committed. You're so strong. I promise you got this. Walk it up. Last dolphin. 5 breaths. Lift those hips. And then slowly release. Embryo pose. Arms by your sides. Rest your forehead down. Inhale, lift. Find a back bend. And then slowly lift it on up to your downward facing dog. Such good work, you guys. I'm gonna move on. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, hop up to the middle. Halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. All right, feet together, rise. And then starting here, take your left foot to your right inner thigh, find tree pose. Doing great. Arms can go high. Just maintain your posture, ribs off of the hips. Maybe look forward. Spread your right toes, anchor in the inside of your right foot. And then please interlace your hands around your left knee. Stay strong. And then if you want to go a little bit further, you can just stay here or interlace your foot around your hands. Hands around your foot, left one, and then extend. And then you can just hold. Some of you will want to lower the heel and bow forward just a bit. Right? And then bring it up, stand up, warrior 3, all the way to standing splits. If you wish to take a handstand, you can do so now. Exhale, left foot down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise. And then our right foot goes up for your tree. Nice and steady. Once you have your balance, then arms can go high. If you're very slippery and you're wearing shorts, you may need a towel off to hold the pose. Arms up, breathe. Relax your mouth. Good. Interlace the hands around your right knee. balance here, lean back a bit, and then feel free to stay here, or interlace your hands around your right foot this time. If you can capture it, then extend. Like I said, left side's a bit tricky. Try to navigate using your right heel. There you go. You bowed forward. Ooh, this one's hard. Alrighty. Then slowly release into your warrior three, all the way to your standing splits, the hands down, and the forehead towards the back. Any opportunities to play are welcome here. Just stay in your standing splits. Then exhale, feet down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise up, arms up. Nice. Alright, adding on. So now, please take a hold of your left foot, or rather, left foot, knees together. Upright your chest. Then exhale, reach forward for bow pose. As you kick back, allow your toes to point up to the sky if you'd like. Sometimes the balance isn't for you today, sometimes it is. Important thing is just look straight ahead or down. That will help you. And then bring it up and release. Hands to heart, reset. Right hand holds onto the right foot. Bring your knees together. There. And then straight into bow. So no dancers today, just going straight into the open hip. Left hand reaches forward, right elbow bends, right toes point to the sky. And inhale up, release, arms up. Exhale, hands to sacrum, widen the feet, and back bend. And then exhale, lower down, forward fold, crouch and curl. And inhale, lift the arms high for another toe stand visit, just to reset. And exhale, hands down. Good job. Find your down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step center to the right, and reach the arms up. Interlace your hands around your right, around your right thigh now. So we did a lot of hip flexor, a lot of lower leg stuff, just over here trying to cool down. Just starting to stretch out through your left frontal hip. And then hands can release on the inside. Walk your right foot to the right to your, runner's lunge. Okay, just stretching out inner thighs a bit more. Then bend your left knee, please. Inhale your right arm high. Walk your left hand forward, and then go in for your quad stretch here. Okay, so nice and steady, just stretching out through the frontal, left side. Try not to force, just allow. Slowly let it go. Then scoot your right foot center. Flex your right toes to the sky. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale to your half splits. All right, so you can always take your full splits here. We've done a lot of hamstrings. Just breathe. Nice work so far. Very, very good. And then this right leg, we'll scoot all the way towards the left. Or right foot, for your pigeon pose. Enough to you where you can lower the shin. Alright, listen to your joints. Yoga's supposed to help with flexibility, range of motion. And then you find yourself here in your pigeon pose. Align your left leg straight back, and you will likely feel the hip stretch. If pigeon's not working right now, you can just lay down on your back, find figure four. You can take a few upward pigeon variations you want. Any back bends, mermaid pose, king king pigeon. Alright, inhale, rise. Tuck your left toes. Send the right leg high. Shake it out. Flip your dog. And then down dog. Nice. Alright, left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, step. Right knee down. Inhale, rise. We're getting there. Breathe. Interlace your arms or hands around your left thigh this time, hugging in, letting your right side hip open up. Slow and steady. Lower the left hip, lift the right hip. And then from there, back off a bit. Our hands go into the inside of your left foot. Walk the hands to the left for your runner's lunge. Your foot to the left for runner's lunge. Stay on the hands. If you like to lower down to your forearms, you can. And just like being up so that you're not rounding your back too much. And from here, tuck your right toes, bend your right knee safely. Right hand goes forward, inhale the left arm, and then take a hold of that right foot. You don't want to lock out any of your joints, you just want to stay soft, yet stable. Right heel towards glute, feel that stretch. Nice. And then slowly let it go, hands down, then the left foot centers, right knee scoots back, and find your half splits or full splits right here. Stay nice and strong. And then from here, you will bend the left knee, scoot your left foot to the right, enough so that you can find your pigeon pose without compromising how you feel, and you in that hip, even it out. Exhale to your forearms if you want. Try to surrender, try to let go here, your hip opening. Slowly walk the hands back in, tuck the right toes, send the left leg up. Okay, then you can flip your dog if you wish. And exhale, release. Slowly have a seat. Take the hands back, find a back bend. Embryo pose forward. Rest maybe your head onto your forehead onto your arms if you'd like, or onto the mat. Alright, you have two options now as we start to wind it down. Okay, so option one is camel pose. Very familiar. Stand tall onto your knees, lift up, and then find your camel. The other option here that we're going to try is scorpion pose. If you feel you have a wall, you feel safe, make sure you're not too close to the wall, otherwise you'll compress everything. If you've practiced forearm stand, this is a good time to practice. And then for pincha, mayurasana, scorpion, bend your right knee, try to scoot way forward, then eventually you can kick a bit, look forward, and then eventually, it's hard to talk, you guys, in that pose, but find a bit of playfulness if that's what you want. If you have a wall, you will try to touch your toes. So let's see if I can show you real quick. I don't know if I need to be closer, but anyway, you'll go up. You have to be closer actually because my legs are short, but then you'll try to tap the wall with this top toe that I'm shaking. It's a big back bend. Maybe you're still in camel. Either way, when you're done doing either one, camel or scorpion pose, you're gonna sit down and just ground yourself. Continue for another couple breaths is what you're doing. If you're already sitting down with me, just breathe. And then slowly unwind. A few other tips I forgot to mention. For scorpion, you really have to grip the mat with your fingers. Lay down, please. You can't have a slippery mat for that pose. You have to keep your elbows a bit shoulder width distance apart. So a few nice pointers there. Let the arms rest by your sides. Breathe. And then lay down here with your feet on the mat. Just trying to relax your chest, your shoulders. Then find legs with the wall. Flex, point, circles. Knees into your chest, find happy baby. Hold on to your outer feet, ankles, calves. And then right ankle on top of the left, or just cross the legs and then supine twist. Knees to the left, please, arms to the sides. Gaze right. Inhale, center, and the left ankle over the thigh, left leg wraps around and find your supine twist. Bring it in. Take a bridge pose. If you're not too tired, you have a little bit more, you can go into wheel pose. And then whatever variation you took, slowly bring it down. If there's any final poses that you still need here, take it. Otherwise, you'll find a very nice and long Shavasana, well deserved. Lay down. Relax your legs. Relax your arms. Relax your hands and your feet. Tuck the chin into your chest. Breathing be uncontrolled, just relax. Let your body be heavy. Just feel so grounded and supported wherever you are. And for these last few moments, one hand to heart, one hand to belly. A bit more surrender. Nice and relaxed. Finding that balance between work and rest. And slowly take a deeper inhale. Cleansing exhale. Start to wiggle out fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Big stretch overhead. Draw the knees. And then find your Knees to the right side. Just rest your head on your arm like a pillow. Take a pause here. And inhale, sit up. Take your time, no rush. Alright, sit up tall. Good. Line the spine, move on to the knees. Cleansing exhale, let it go. Inhale, breathe in. Cleansing breath out. Inhale, lift the arms. Gaze up. Exhale, we bow forward, sealing our practice. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Alright, nice work everyone. Thank you so much for being here. That was a very powerful class. You should be proud of yourself. Hope you feel great and you feel motivated. And like I said, have a happy Thanksgiving.